Sorry about that. I guess my overall message, though, I really wanted to just kind of speak this out loud because I wanted it to exist in the universe. And that is enough is enough. We could all use a break from the bashing of each side. We could use a break from the trash talk about someone's personal or sexual life. It's embarrassing. We're the United States of America. We're supposed to be the world leaders. And quite frankly, about 90% of us act like little children when it comes to politics and how strict everything has to be. Like if you're a Republican, you can't say anything nice about the Democrats. And if you're a Democrat, you can't say anything nice about Republicans. And the problem is so bad. I was in a chat last night for a channel that follows politics and all that stuff. And I was getting messages erased because I said the word robot. He moves like a robot. I mean, that's how uptight some of you are out there. Like, no one's allowed to say anything in your chat. Like, what the fuck is that about? Like, that's Hitlerish. And I don't know if the channel operator knew that he has mods that are acting that ridiculous. He probably doesn't. But it's not good news for him, you know. His channel is highly respected, and there might be new people in there. But we're all so caught up with politics and the world today and all this other BS that doesn't matter anymore. I've learned a lot over the last several years. And I can tell you right now, this country is nowhere near close to working together. Both parties lie. It doesn't matter if it's Trump, if it's Biden or Harris. It doesn't matter. They both lie. They're both full of shit. Yeah, we were better off economically with Trump. We were better off energy-wise with Trump. We didn't have stupid green policies being put into place. So that's good news too. But with that being said, everything else sucked, right? The guy doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. Well, Biden doesn't know how to tell the truth. So they both lie. They're both weirdos. People, let's stop falling for this stupid dogma that you have to be one or the other. We're not going to ever work together as a country until we start realizing that all of us are being judgmental. None of us have the right to be judgmental. If you think about it, you've done nothing to earn any kind of right to judge anyone. But it's just annoying to turn on. This morning, I haven't listened to talk radio in a long time for news. I listen to sports talk radio. It's awesome. I love it. Football, baseball, great. Give me ESPN in the morning. That's what I listen to. Today, I felt like listening to Fox News. I wanted to find out about the latest and what is going on out there in the world. What's going on with politics? What's going on in Europe? What's going on in Israel? What's going on in Paris? Anybody caught the video of the terrorists talking about killing people, and the streets of Paris will have rivers of blood? So I turn on Fox News, and it's Greg Gutfeld in the morning on the radio, and it's him in some laugh track. And none of it has anything to do with the relevance of my life or your life or how things are doing or what to do about it or even just being aware. It was just a big giant joke. Republicans making fun of Democrats because they're Democrats and because they don't see eye to eye on policies. So when I listen to Fox News and I hear that, it makes me feel like I'm dealing with a bunch of little kids who are poking fun nonstop. And yes, when you go over to CNN and MSNBC, all they do is bash Trump. So I'm not taking sides. I'm just saying they both suck. CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, both parties suck. None of y'all see that. Everybody thinks that Trump's going to be the savior. Again, when are we going to stop giving old rich men, our money and our votes when they don't do anything for our lives right away. Did Trump do everything right? Maybe. But he did get himself in a lot of hot water for running his mouth about COVID. Looked like an idiot. The guy sounded like an idiot. And I know there's going to be a lot of butthurt people out there because I have an opinion about politics and I don't agree with how you see things. There's the dog and the cats going at it. It's fun stuff here at the Riley household. I don't really care, honestly, if you like what I have to say or not. I used to care about that kind of stuff. I don't care. It's just annoying. I wanted to vent. I used to do this a lot, but I wanted to vent about how it's just annoying to, whenever you want to watch the news and learn and find out something, you don't get the news anymore. You get some comedy show, whether it's Fox News, whether it's CNN. Nobody takes anything serious. In my opinion, these memes that I see all over the internet, why are we laughing? What's so funny? You're making fun of what a shithole this country has become. When you get online and make your post about people and you think you're being cute and funny, but you're not even part of the solution. You're part of the problem. All right? So all you out there that make jokes about politicians, whether they're Democrats or Republicans, you're part of the problem. You're not part of the solution. You're not doing anything for the good or the mental health of this country or people that watch your channel. In fact, I feel sorry for your followers because you're causing more stress. Why don't we try to find a way to unite people? Why don't we try to find a way to reason and talk people eye to eye about the issue and why they believe it, why it's important to them? And maybe, just maybe, you could budge people to see things that way, and we can meet somewhere in the middle. But nobody seems to be interested in that. So it's sad. This country is in a sad state. People making fun of anybody on memes, politician-wise. There's nothing funny about what's happening in this country. There's families that can't put food on the table. There's families that have to choose between medicine and food and paying their bills. So to me, there's nothing funny about Kamala Harris. There's nothing funny about making fun of Donald Trump. There's nothing funny about this. This is an election. You people are supposed to care about who's the president, who's running your country. And all you can do is make fun of the other and call them filthy names. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Seriously, all of you. I hope I offend a lot of fucking people with this video, honestly. Because until we see that we need to meet in the middle, we're never going to progress as a country or a society. Right now, the dogma is you work 40 to 50 hours a week, you give all your money back to the government, and you pay all these bills, and you have nothing to show for it. But you be thankful that you have a place to stay and have a little bit of food because, you know, that's the least that we could do, right, is survive. That's not surviving. That's not what humanity was ever meant for. We were never meant to be on this planet to be a slave just so we could eat, maybe have a little light on, maybe to watch a little TV. You got to give up 40 hours of your week. You count your drive time. There's 2 hours a day, possibly. So you're talking about you give up 50 hours a week for your life. You sleep 8 hours. So how much time do you really get to enjoy what you've worked so hard for? Nothing. I've worked with people who are 71 years old and they get excited because they're almost ready to retire. They've almost got all their debt paid off so they can live off of their Social Security check. They got to work till they're 71, 72, 73 years old. That is the saddest part. These people have already been through this. They're 71 years old and still struggling. That's torture. Anyone who's 71 years old and still working and is not retired yet because they can't afford to retire, you are the real troopers out there. God bless you. You are the real troopers. To stay alive this long, to work, to keep feeding into this system that's broken, it's a joke. And the way it treats people is awful. People need to wake up and stop believing that this is the way life is and that's just it. We can't change anything. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. When are we going to get tired of being abused and used? We're still slaves. We get a little bit of breadcrumbs here and there just to keep people quiet for a little bit. But when you sit back and think about it at the end of the day, we're still slaves. And it's not fair. It's not fair to people. It's not fair to people. And don't worry, I'm not going to censor anybody. I'm not like other chats out there. Freedom of speech, man. You want to troll or you want to speak your mind in the chat? I'm all for it. Because I realize now that that's part of the problem with this world, this country. We get censored because we speak the truth. If you don't agree with CO2 climate change, you get banned. But if you believe in what the narrative feeds you, the world powers and the powers that be, then you get treated like royalty. But it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't matter what side of the fence you sit on, as long as you're not trying to tell the mouths what to swallow, so to speak. Once you forget how to separate the worm from the apple, it's over. And right now, that's what's happening all over the world. And all these people that are feeding this shit that they want us to just absorb and take. Whatever. Seen a couple comments out there in the chat. I appreciate the kind words out there. It's frustrating. And as an older person now, I realize what's more important in life. And that's your family, your friends, the quality of life, not how much money you earn or what you own or whatever the case may be, what kind of car you drive. That doesn't matter, guys. It's the quality of life. And unfortunately, not enough people out there get to live a quality life. Not enough. There's too many people working way too hard for the little bit of life and pleasure they get from working so hard. So, I don't know. I hope my message tonight gets out there to people just as a frustrated person. I'm tired of it. And I think there's a lot of Americans, a lot of people around the world that are sick of it. Not just here in the United States, it's everywhere. The UK, France, oh my God, France and the UK, Germany, holy cow. You think we got problems? Those territories are being invaded right now. I don't even want to get into that. But hope you guys are doing well that did watch this. Again, if I offended you, sorry. Free country. I'm just speaking out because not enough people have the courage to just offend both sides and say enough is enough. Stop this shit. There's nothing funny about what's going on in our country. There's nothing funny about Biden. There's nothing funny about Trump. This is serious shit, serious times, and our government is failing we the people. There's too many people out there who are suffering. Way too many. We're sending billions and billions and billions of dollars to Ukraine while children are starving to death. Families are homeless with children here in the United States. There's a lot wrong. And it's not just one party. So try to reflect, guys. Try to think about next time you think you're posting a funny meme about Kamala Harris being a hooker or whatever, or if you're trying to make fun of Donald Trump because he has orange skin, whatever you think that you're going to post that's going to be funny, just remember, this is what kindergartners do. They make fun of people, call them stinky and names and stuff like that. They don't even realize what they mean. That's what we're acting like as a country right now, a bunch of school children, both sides. So have fun with that. Chew on that for a little bit. I'm sure my haters will be after me soon. Take care, guys.